Well, last question we're going to go into before our little rapid fire. They want to know if you could meet anybody, dead or alive, who would that be?
I have Paul McCartney.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just coincidence. I just never crossed his path. I know the drummer, and it's been with him for the last 12, 14 years. But I do have a quick story.
we got time.
I've been starstruck only maybe once or twice in my life. I met Betty Rich. Unbelievable. So I'm at the Rainbow here in Hollywood. This is maybe 15 years ago. Yeah, I'm sure you've been there. So it's like the afternoon, like 5 o'clock, and I'm sitting there. I'm over here, and who walks in? James Brown. Of course, he's got like 3 or 4 bodyguards. So they're sitting there. I'm just like going, oh my God, I'm dying to go over to the table because that was one of the 8-track tapes I had that I played in when I was a kid. It was like, a greatest hits, and I learned how to play funk playing to James Brown. I'm like going, oh my God, I gotta meet him. So I waited, and we were already done with dinner when they came in. So I'll go to the bodyguard and go, dude, man, guy, could I maybe meet Mr. Brown when he stood up? And he goes, hold on. He goes and asks him, and so they stand up to go to leave, and bodyguard's like, come here, And I go, I just wanted, if I could shake your hand and thank you for all the influence you've given me over the years. And I go, he goes, well, you're welcome. And what's your name? I go, well, I'm James too. He goes, that's a nice name. And that, I got cold chills just thinking about it. And it's, R.I.P.
Not everybody gets a chance to meet the Godfather of Soul.
No, it was killer. And part 2 of the story is I actually bought his Mercedes from him from his widow about 5 years ago.
That's got to be forget sports memorabilia. You talk about collectibles.
Part 3, here's where the story goes bad.
If you're going to tell me you got his hair curler somewhere, then I'm going to have to buy those from you.
No, when I got divorced, my ex-wife took it and sold it for $3,000.
Oh. I bet you whoever has that Mercedes doesn't even know that it used to belong to you and James Brown. 2 of the best James I know from music.
Dude, I don't even know. And when Rudolph found out about our guitars, he's going, what, man? I would have shipped it over here for $25,000. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. So, but interesting story how life.
Out eating dinner one night, you never know who you're going to run into.
Oh, I'll never forget that. It was my most starstruck. So, yes.
Got it. Well, hopefully if Paul McCartney's out there, you got a fan, and if you got a car to sell, you might have a buyer as well. All right, rapid fire. We're just going for your favorites here, James. You're a drummer. I know that you can do things quick, and he's giving us a complimentary drum roll. Favorite car you've had or favorite car you'd like to have?
430 Mercedes S430 that belonged to James Brown.
There we go. Favorite type of food?
Asian.
Favorite artist? And I'll even expand this to an artist. Maybe there's an artist outside of music that inspired you. But probably inside music.
Tony Bennett.
Nice. Favorite movie?
So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Favorite holiday? Because I know you said that you got to be home during the holidays. So what's your favorite one?
Always Christmas, New Year's.
Okay. Excellent. Are you a video game guy? What's your favorite video game you've played?
I suck at video games. My son beat me every year, forever, and I gave up.
Were you an arcade guy in the 80s?
Absolutely, pinball.
Nice. Favorite gadget?
Well, my iPhone. If that's the way a gadget.
Oh, it is a gadget. Favorite type of sneaker? Chuck Taylor, probably hands down the number 1 choice of most rockers.
This was a Christmas gift to from my son because he knows how much I like him. I give him all the time. Also, I got some pretty cool socks on. So.
Hey, and they match with everything. Wonderful. Last but not least, favorite quote or motto or favorite saying that just anything that, means something to you.
Tomorrow is a brand new day. And also reduce, renew, recycle, renew. Reduce, reuse, recycle, renew. Wait, I don't know. It's on my Twitter. I swear it's too much head banging. That's why I'm like this.
Well, and exactly. This man's amazing. You talked about your Twitter. Where can your fans, if they are not already on there, find you on social media, find the Scorpions?
Okay, of course, thescorpions.com and James Kottak, that's Kottak.com. And, of course, I'm on Twitter at jkottak, Facebook, and just all the usual places out there.
All right. Well, James, it's been a pleasure.
Dude, it's an honor talking to you.
No.
No.
I never figured out, next time I meet anybody that's any kind of way been in contact with James Brown, I got to tell him that story now.
You can touch me if you want. No, man, dude, that story, you can't make that up. I swear to God, the chain of events and just James Brown. So, crazy.
James Kottak and Soul Brother #1. I'm still trying to.
I know. It's nuts. I mean, just, he's not around anymore. That sucks. But so, that was just, I'll never forget it. It was like, it happened yesterday.
Well, one of the things I like about music, it's like you said, rock will never die. His music will never die. His inspiration on you, is still going on. So it's great. It's going to keep going. And it's like you guys are going back out on tour.
Yeah. It's rock will never die. I mean, we started this farewell tour in 2010, and we went 3 years, and it was just kept taking more momentum, and we got so many more offers, and there's so many places we haven't played. I mean, I forgot how they said we've played thus far, like something like 82 countries, and there's still more to go. So we're going to China for the first time in May.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
All right, well, whether you're in China, Melbourne, Australia, or maybe just somewhere around Louisville, Kentucky, be on the lookout for Scorpions, James Kottak. It's been a blast. Sports Recall, everybody. Check us out on the website, www.sportsrecall.com. Until next time, rock on. All right, everybody. Well, we promised him, and now he is here. Rick Steier, guitarist from Warrant, from Kingdom Come, and I don't know how many other bands, but been hanging out with James. We're going to let him ask James the question that I cannot ask. So, Rick, here you go.
Thanks, brother. All right. It's been a long time. Good to see you, dude. Yeah. Thanks for the ride over here. Cool. All right. So, listen here. So, your band's been around a while, right? Scorps. So, if you were going to play in a newer band, say a band that's been around since 2010, way back, what band would you like to play with? What band could you see yourself playing with besides, like a newer band, a young band?
Oh, Silver Sun Pickups.
Okay.
They have a couple really good songs. Never bought their album. I should. But I'll tell you, possibly, if I can get a second answer, you know what? Like somebody like Luke Perry, man. Or Brooks and Dunn. They're like, because country is kind of going through their 80s era right now. But I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, they're getting more rock and roll, right?
Yeah, oh my God.
All right. Can you do a James Brown impression again?
Hi!
Okay, good. Now, we traveled Europe together quite a bit, right?
Yes.
What do you think if you had to come up with our contribution to the term Radio Free Europe? What do you think people's can you give an explanation of where that term would have come from?
Well,
from our perspective.
Okay, well, Radio Free Europe was, I think, provided by, who was it provided by? The military or something?
No, that's when
I know, but the
study of history.
The real version is one of these nights in our hotel rooms after we were out and we went
Berlin.
Nuts, and we had to share rooms, which was crazy enough. And I decided, you're not sleeping tonight, and we're just goofing off partying. And it was a really old style hotel, and yes, we actually took the entire radio mechanism out. Flung it out the thing, flinging it with the cable.
Flinging it by the electrical
cord.
Right
by the electrical cord, yelling, Radio Free Europe!
Yeah, we did. We freed that radio.
I mean, it sounds stupid.
But it is stupid.
It is stupid, but at the time it was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay, let's see. I have time for one more. Everybody knows that you're cleaned up your act. You're not drinking, doing your crazy drugs anymore. But can you kind of tell the people, like, what contribution I've had to help you keep straight and stay on the straight and narrow? Is there anything that I could have done to make things better or worse or have a swig?
No. Well, actually, no. Honestly, I live like about 4/10 of a mile from Rick's house, and there's many days where I'm feeling like a little shaky, a little edgy, and I need. No, and I need to. That's
not what he means, I guess.
But that's not what I mean. But I'll go, man, dude. I want to come over right now, and I'll go to Rick's house, and he kind of talks me down, and we hang out in the kitchen and talk, and that's how it goes.
All right. You passed the audition.
Thank you, mate.
All right, Kareem, back to you.
And that's why I can't ask those questions. But Rick, thank you for your help.
Really good. Look at the future.
I have not given up yet. I'm no quitter.
There we have it. Sports Recall, Rick Steier, James Kottak. We'll check you out.